G'day guys, Darkin here with another toy review. So this week I got quite a big package with a few different things, so expect a few more toy reviews this coming weeks. Today's one is a little bit good. Again, these have already come out in the show, except for I think one of them possibly, but we're going to do it anyway because it's part of a set. So today's episode, if you can't already tell, is going to be a Ryusoul toy review. And today's ones that we're going to be reviewing are the Ryusoul Set Pack number 2, which is right there. Charge. And as you can see, another 3 sets. So they've done I think a total of 3 of these. The next one should be out pretty soon. But as you can see, Ryusoul Red there with already one of them. So you've got if I can remember, I think it's the hammer, shrink, and polish? I think. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it is polish or strength or something like that. I might be even strength. Anyway, so yeah, that is the pack there. Like I said, Ryusoul Red is there. There's one of them already flipped up. Looks really cool on the back. Basically where you can use the RyuSouls in, you can use it in the changer, which we already know. You can use it in the Ryuken. You can also even put them on the Zord. There, flip, done, done, which is pretty easy enough to explain. So, that's the box. Again, there's not much to it. Let's just get into the actual souls. Alrighty. So, there's one of them. There's the other one. And the... Now, again, I could be seriously wrong on what they are. If I am, guys, please let me know in the comments. But I'm sure that it's strength, shrink, and hammer. But I could be wrong. Again, not much to them. If we come in a bit closer, there it is there. Not a bad colour. And if we flip it up, a nice logo there. Again, I could be wrong. It could be something else, but that's what I think it is. So there's that one there. So the next one we have is the, I think, like I said, I think it's Shrink, Tiny. So there it is there. Nice little design, nice coloration. It's actually really well done. I like the eye, it's a bit green. That's really cool. And then obviously we flick. Little stabby stab. There's the logo for it. It looks like a little dagger. His sword goes down to a dagger. That's really cool. That's a nice little design sort of feature. Again, you can put it on the Zord if you wanted, but it's just a standard soul. So yes. And the last one, which I think it is polish or strength. It's one or the other. Don't know what that is. Nice color of orange, a little bit of green in there. And then logo. It might be strength, just by the way that looks, it looks like strength. I could be wrong, but you never know. So, with that being said, so we've now gone through pretty much all the different souls that you get with the pack. Now we need to try them in the changer, as well as Ryuken. Now I'll go in reverse order, because, well, it's easier going in reverse order, because that's the way I grab them and put them in, all that. So we're going to do the strength polish one first in the changer. So, Ryu change. Just Ryusoul. And if I press it, Soul. And that's pretty much it. So Again, the changer's always going to say the same thing. So if I swap this over to the next one, which is the tiny one, there we go. Put this in, it's going to say the same thing, Ryusoul. That's pretty much it. So it's always going to be that, unless it's an actual riders thing coming right now. If it is a Sentai, Power Ranger, whatever you want to call them, Soul, that's the only time it'll do something different. Now I've noticed this with a bunch of the Soul ones. Obviously you've seen my previous videos, so you already know. So yeah, it doesn't really matter what you put into the changer. It's always going to read it as either a Soul, or if it's a Ranger key or Soul, whatever you want to call it, it'll detect that. However, even if it is a Soul, you can still, and it'll tell you the name. So that was the tiny one. Now we'll do the other one, which is, I believe, the hammer one. Which we already know. And then that's it, Ikeso. So there you go, that's the sounds they all make in the Ryu changer. Obviously, again, it is all depending on what you put into the changer. The changer only knows, obviously, a set number of things. Obviously, it does read the difference between a Soul and a Ranger key, or Soul, whatever you want to call it. Now I need to go from this to the Ryu Ken. So, to do that, and there we go. Good little trick, wasn't it? So, obviously we have it turned on. Pretty simple enough. Alright, so now we do it with the keys. So the first key we're doing, obviously we're going to do the hammer key again. So let's do that. So flick. We insert. And then so now I have the seal or on my, and then so sounds like an actual like hammer kind of thing, the boulder, whatever you want to call it, on a rope. Now for the finisher. I like that. Works. I'll do it again so you guys can hear it. Pretty self-explanatory. Whoop! Works all the time. So that was the Hammer Soul. Yeah, Hammer Soul, I guess. Alright, next one we are going to do, if I can get it out. We're doing Monsieur Tiny, or Shrink, or whatever you want to call it. So, Hikaso. Guitar Soul. Okay, I can deal with that. Sounds the same. It might be the same sounds, I don't know. There might be hints of something different in them, but who knows. I think the more point of the sword, the changer and the sword, is just the initial names. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. Alright, let's do the finisher. So, that's pretty funny. Come on, you have to admit that's a little bit funny. Alright, I'll do it again so you guys can hear it. And then the finisher. That's funny. That gets me every time. But then, that's the point of Rangers. They have some, well, the Sentai anyway, they have some very quirky sound effects. And that's really cool. I like it. I think it does the job. So why not? Alright. So that was Mini Mini down. Last one, which I think, again, like I said, I might be well and truly wrong, is the strength or polish one. I think it is strength. So okay. Moogie Moogie So! Ooh, lovely. Doesn't sound any different to me. Who knows? Again, it depends on what they are, I guess, so... Moving on. Finisher time. That kind of sounds like strength. I actually think that is strength. Now that I've heard that, it's definitely strength. Alright, so again, so you guys can hear. Moogie Moogie So! Finisher! And there you go, guys. Again, really cool, really like it. Really cool, really like them. I'm glad this series of Super Sentai is a little bit different. Again, I don't understand why they went back to dinosaurs again. We've already had 3 versions of them. Maybe more. No, we've had 3. So, I don't know the reasoning for going back to another set of dinosaurs, but it's not very, it's a very different concept from the other previous ones, which is good. I like the idea of the souls, like that's their main source of powers, abilities, strengths, things like that. And that's really cool. I actually really like that, and I do like the concept of these little things. They do have some similarities to Ranger keys, because obviously that's what Gorkaijan had, but they've sort of tweaked it a little bit in a sense. So that's really cool. I kind of like it. But there you go, guys. That is my toy review on the 3 Ryusoul Set number 2 keys, or souls, or whatever you want to call them. I picked these guys up from Hobby Link Japan. I think you can still get them from there as well. You can also get them from Kazetsu Toys Japan, Ami, Amazon, and eBay. But be wary of their pricing on eBay and Amazon, because depending on where you are, you might have to pay surcharges. Again, they're really fun. If you are into the series and you really do want to collect this sort of stuff, these are a must get, because obviously these 3 do appear quite a fair bit in the show. I should know, I've been watching every episode. I know, I don't have much of a life. So yeah, there they are, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy that. If you did, guys, please hit that like button. Every little bit does help, and I do appreciate everyone who do it. If you want to find out any more stuff about me, or you want to keep up with all my videos, hit that subscribe button. I always put out a video each week. I'm also over on Twitch. You can check me out there 3 days a week. I play pretty much any casual games, Paladins, Overwatch, Super Smash Brothers, those sort of things. Just for a little bit different gaming sort of stuff. So you can check me out over there. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you want anything else, guys, remember to hit that bell. You'll get notified when I put out a video. And as always, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And I will see you guys in the next video. Ciao!